To all the fake naturals in the world, go kick some rocks. There's no point for me to follow you. Let me explain. Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. It's the Blueprint again. I'm excited to have you guys here again. And for all you fake naturals, stay tuned, because I hope you're listening to what I have to say. Just kidding, it's more of a rant. It's not going to be super long. I just need to touch base on two serious things that I'd love to speak to all the fake naturals of the world about. And if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. I hope you enjoy. For all of those that don't know what a fake natty is, basically it's a fake natural. It's somebody who takes enhancements, some form of drugs that give them a cheating advantage, and then they lie about it. That's basically a quick summary of that. Now that we got that out of the way, everybody's tuned in and locked in, let's get it. For all you fake natties, something that you guys love to tell people is that you work super hard to be able to accomplish the physique you have. Unfortunately, that hard work was all accumulated within just a 1 to 3 year span on average, with most of the fake natty influencers that are just completely surging within the years 2020 to 2025 randomly. Interesting how that works. I digress. Scientifically, what you guys are proclaiming is not possible. And so you have other people who have genuinely good genetics who have actually worked really hard for more than a decade. And it's very rare. These people are genetic phenoms, and you don't see them popping up randomly all the time from the years 2020 to 2025. I digress once again. Scientifically, what you're saying makes no sense. You cannot surpass these people within that time frame. For all you guys that are new to the fitness industry or new to this channel, understand that there's a lot of influencers in the world that just lie about this. The Blueprint's opinion, about 95% of the fitness industry are fake natties who lie about everything. Yeah, very narcissistic industry. Stay tuned. Fake natties of the world, your guys' message to where you can achieve your bodies doesn't make any sense. It literally makes no sense, because scientifically it's impossible. You guys have zero credibility behind it. All right, so what happens when I usually tell these people that they have zero credibility behind what they're saying? Well, usually they'll chalk it all up to a two-parter where they say, oh, I worked hard, but I just have the best genetics. I'm a genetic phenom. I'm a god amongst men. Nobody could ever surpass me because my genetics are just that good. Good for you. The Blueprint, I love when people inadvertently admit that genetics is the generalization of why they are so incredible. I love when people chalk it up to that, because when people chalk it up to just genetics and just a smidge of hard work, just a dash, just a little sprinkle of it, the beauty of that is that you're unequivocally admitting to the world and all your followers that your genetics are the main cause of why you're able to reach your goals. Because we know it can't be science, because we understand to a scientific level what you're saying and what you achieved doesn't add up. And so now you're saying that it's just genetics. Okay, so let's say that it's just genetics. Why the hell would I follow you or anybody in this world follow you? They're never going to look like you. Logically, it makes no sense. So the first part of it, scientifically, doesn't even make sense. You have zero credibility. The second part of it is logically, it literally makes no sense. Analyzing everything that you're saying and your reasons and excuses behind why you've been able to achieve what you've achieved, it literally doesn't add up. There is no reason for somebody to follow you. You're basically just auto-canceling your entire followership. All your subscribers, everything. Nobody should even look at you as an example to follow, because they're never going to look like you. You might say this, well, they may not ever look like me, but I still post really good content. How can we ever know? You have no credibility. Everything that you achieved is apparently just chalked up to your amazing genetics. If you're like the Blueprint and you worked for the last 8 to 8.5 years to be able to achieve what you've achieved, and you did it just as a normal human being, which I always tell people, I'm just a normal human being. I don't have the most insane genetics, big guy. I'm just a normal human being with the most insane effing willpower to push for what I want. I've trained to the level of professional bodybuilders for the past 8 years. And all these random genetic phenoms that are just coming out in 1 to 2 years with better physiques than these bodybuilders that I've watched. You guys make no sense. Nobody should follow you. To my audience in the Blueprints channel, to any future audience members, to any subscribers that have been pulled over from all these other fake natties audiences as well on their YouTube channels. Understand that these people are lying to you. They're wasting your time. There's no point to follow them. They might have some good material in there. They might tell you to do a good old military press for your upper chest, which I think is amazing. Maybe end it off with some good isolation techniques for some hypertrophy. If you don't understand what I'm saying, it's totally fine. They might have some good techniques in there. But at the end of the day, they're totally lying to you, and they're telling you that what they have is something that you'll never have. And so you guys don't have realistic expectations. If you're trying to follow their channel and you might think like, oh no, it doesn't matter, they still post really good content, even if I think they're a fake natty, that's not enough motivation to keep following them. It's just not. It's not enough motivation. You need real expectations in order to reach your goals. That's how the human race works. When you have a goal, people sometimes will just write it down, or they have a goal board, or they make motivational notes in their phones, whatever they can do. They have Post-it notes stuck on the top of their ceiling so that when they wake up, it's the first thing they see. That's how human beings work. You have realistic goals. You have miniature goals within those big goals that you're trying to achieve. What these people are showing you, the end result isn't adding up to what you're ever going to be able to have. So you're kind of just floating on a random boat in the middle of a foggy lake, and you don't know which direction you're going. You're kind of just paddling through. Follow the Blueprints channel. Unfortunately, there's a lot of YouTubers out there that don't really get a lot of traction, and they've worked really hard to be able to achieve the body that they've achieved and the following they've achieved as well. But they still just don't get a lot of traction because it's not eye candy at the end of the day. I can promise you guys, for example, the Blueprint has had multiple times where I took off my shirt in multiple settings and people's jaws dropped. And they were asking me questions about my diet and fitness routine. They're like, how much do you work out? What do you do? Give me all the details. It's a real thing. You can have that Hollywood level physique, not like extreme Hercules like The Rock, but you can have a very solid, like that celebrity physique that you want and look incredible. And whether you're single or married, your spouse, or if you're single, you go on dates, people will notice. If you just want to impress your family and you go to a pool party with your family or something like that and they see you, everyone's going to be asking you questions. I mean, how'd you do it, dude? Or dudette? I can promise you it's real. And you can achieve it naturally. And I've done it. Follow my channel. It's legit. It's so legit, and I'm so excited to show you guys it. I'm so excited to show you guys it. Oh my gosh, and when I cut, dude, I'm in the middle of my cutting journey right now. I'm so excited to post my cutting journey for you guys. I'm going to show you guys good videos on real genetics and the science behind it and what actually goes into it, because it seems like majority of the world, just for some reason, doesn't really understand genetics and what really makes up the human genetic code. I'll be showing you guys that. I'm going to dive into the meat and potatoes for you so you can really get a clear, realistic expectation of what your goal should be. Follow the Blueprint for more. Like and subscribe, please. I would really appreciate it. Fake natties, like I mentioned, go kick some rocks. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.